just so overrated. Yeah, 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 you suck. Yeah, 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 you suck. Yeah, 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 you suck.
Still spending it, baby.
Hey.
Hey, and as I'm just turning off my telephone, what's going on, boys and girls? Here we are once again, where everybody thinks it's me typing on the chat, or thinks it's you typing on the chat, and it's really me.
Dick took the computer away from me, but I'm still logged in. So it's my name, but Dick is the one typing. We're in room 1.
They're all like, yeah,
room.
sure it is.
Yeah.
Goddamn. We're going to actually talk about Big Brother today. For a change. And, no, we've done a few shows where we talked. When we had Amber, we talked nothing about the show. So, I realized today when I did house calls, that was really the first show that I have talked and given my opinions and thoughts on what the hell is going on in that house. Because it was like a tennis match. I feel sorry for it. It was so stupid. The whole setup over there was just ridiculous. They have the house, the evicted house guest between me and Gretchen, and they're like going back and forth like they're watching like this out of control tennis match, you know?
Yeah.
Rennie is beautiful. Rennie doesn't have Julie as hard as Keisha. Is this what we're stuck with?
Yeah. Well, we can always change rooms. Right now we're in feed 1, room 1.
Feed 1, room 1.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We got a lot of Rennie lovers. I'm a Rennie lover. I am sad to see her go this evening. She definitely could have won if she had won the veto this time.
You know, if Keisha was thinking and listening instead of killing us all with that ridiculous laugh of hers, you know, Gretchen brought up a good point today where the guys were talking about the pussy way out like they took last season, where the guys split the vote and they put it on somebody else so they wouldn't look bad. And if Keisha could have talked them in and said, oh, I got it, no problem, I promise, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, fire the gun at the last second. Sorry, I had to. He's my best. What am I supposed to do? You know, and then it would be, she could actually stay in the house. I think that people, like, I don't know, they get so like tunnel vision because of, especially this season.
Yeah.
I mean, this season is the season of pussies and sheep.
Yeah.
Like, no, seriously. I mean, you know, what was I going to say? Dan made a big move by the roulette thing.
Yeah, his big move was some
obnoxious
like production of putting up Michelle on the block. Nobody started playing this game. Like, people barely are even playing it now.
But you know what?
It's been a very passive
Dan has been playing the game, though. He has. He's been playing the game, whether it was not a strategy that neither one of us would have taken.
Yeah.
But it kept him in the game, where they picked off every single other person that was in that alliance with Brian, except for him, because he played the week, and you know, and he called it, and he did a good job with it, and that time gave him time to let other people become the bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, the bigger targets and stuff.
Yeah, and then, you know, he thinks he's going to do Zach's strategy. I saw one of Zach's, like, one of his blogs or whatever about this season, saying that he was playing it like him, the silent assassin.
The silent assassin,
that silent assassin thing. I thought it was, I thought my farts, a lot of them, were the silent assassins in the house, but I don't know. All of the votes have been completely lopsided. It's the HOH, which I don't understand. After the HOH makes the nominations, and the replacement or whatever, they're done, you know, and nobody really gives a flying fuck about the HOH. Was it like 2 days left or something?
Yeah, there's like a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, after the replacement is made, everybody's like, oh, fuck you, and you can't even participate next week, bitch. So, but they've all just been like kowtowing to the HOH like all goddamn season. And they're not doing it this week because nobody gives a shit about Jerry. And Jerry must be playing a good game in his mind. No, I mean, really, in his mind he must...
Did you see Jerry fall in the pool? Oh, you missed this? This is the best thing ever.
Wait, was he in his
glad I
clothes?
caught it. Yeah, it's completely. What happened is in this last, like 2 episodes ago, what they happened was there was a sky banner. It was like skywriting in the sky.
Wait,
and
it was on
Memphis
the CBS show?
Yeah.
And I missed it?
Yes. Memphis, Dan, and Jerry are out in the backyard. They see it. It's written kind of backwards, and they can't quite get a good look at it. So they're moving around. Jerry's looking up, trying to walk to see it, and he straight up walks into the pool. Like, he falls in, close in, hurts his hip, like...
You know that I fell in the pool.
No!
Yeah. Me and Zach were drunk playing the golf in the backyard, and I don't know, I did something, and I was fishing out a ball, and I just I went right in the pool. Right in the pool.
That's
with my
hilarious.
mic. With my mic. Joe, on the other hand, his mic went in the poopy toilet.
In the toilet.
And we see Joe running across the house with his mic on by the cord going, which was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know which is worse. I think I'd rather fall in the pool than to drop something in a poopy toilet. Because it was very reminiscent. We had this old dog growing up that she was blind in one eye. She was living way past her years. Yeah, and she was on the deck by her pool, and she was going around like a float toy or something, and she just walked straight into the pool. And it totally reminded me of Jerry, because I'm just like, here's this raggedy old dog living way past its years, falling in the pool. And then here's Jerry, way past his years in the house. He should have been gone a long time ago, but everyone just kept him.
$2,000 to fix what?
Probably her tooth.
Oh, to replace her tooth? Well, she should have gotten it done before she went in the house. She really should have.
She could have written it off on her taxes.
You know what? I would have paid for it if she's getting on the show. She could pay me afterwards out of her stipend. Speaking of dogs, I talked to Holly.
Oh, yeah.
Holly King from season 5 today. And Holly's dog, I don't know exactly, it was in text messages, and I don't know exactly what happened. But she was at the vet when I was talking to her, or texting her back and forth, or her texting me, and her dog had its toe ripped off, and she was at the. I don't remember. You can go through my text messages, or I just wasn't paying all that much attention. But her dog had its toe ripped off, and she was at the vet with the dog and its toe to see if it could be reattached, and I was just like, she was just a mess.
Yeah. Well, you can only imagine it's got to be extremely traumatic for the dog. And then
for her too. Yeah, it has to be like really. You know how much you cut your finger, it bleeds.
Yeah,
you rip a toe off or something. It's got to bleed like a son of a bitch. So
it's nuts. And I wonder how much that'll cost to fix.
That is
if they can even reattach a dog toe. What kind of dog is it?
I can't remember. It's not like I slept at her house. Or anything.
Not this week.
I have some stories about Holly. I love Holly though. Holly was in my group in the finals in season 5, and who was it? Holly was in my group. Karen, Nokomis, Will. Who else? Is that it? I might be missing somebody, but I think that was it. And Nokomis was a fucking trip just to watch.
Yeah.
We had a very, very boring time, and I did a lot of pacing. Karen I haven't been able to talk to.
What happened to Karen? She was really cool. She was one of my favorite underwriters. Yeah, the pigs, when they decorated those pigs, she had so much fun.
Oh my God, you remember the competitions?
Oh,
I can't remember that. But Karen's diary rooms I remember. And I brought that up on House Calls. There has not been any fucking funny diary rooms in 2 seasons.
Yeah, this season they barely have used Jerry. I think he's gotten a total of like 10 diary rooms, like of them showing it on the CBS show. He's only had like 10. Like,
well, you know what's so funny is, I would go in the diary. Eric was in the diary room forever. I was in the diary room for. They'd ask me one question, I'd go on for an hour. And then I go, "You have anything else? No, cool." They have like these. Did I cover everything? Yeah. All right, right on.
Honestly, I'd have to say, out of this season, I liked Libra's diary rooms the best. She was pretty good at, like...
Really?
Yeah, she had, like, the witty comebacks and, like, kind of the... I
can't stand Dan. Dan, like, I was just talking to...
The voice he talks in,
I was talking to Steven from Vivid. That's what Steven said. He said, it sounds like he's reading a script. I go, no, he thinks he's talking... Danielle pointed this out to me. He does his diary rooms like he's... talking to his football team at the Catholic school. Yeah. He overprojects and wants to make sure that everybody hears him. Go team on 3.